Okay, I know I'm probably not the most insightful person in the world when it comes to this topic, but I'm gonna say what I feel anyway and what I think. But I'm just getting really pissed off whenever there is some horrible tragedy like the ones we had last year. Like, last month we had that stupid school shooting, and then before that we had the Dark Knight Rises theater shooting. And I whenever something like this happens, it pisses me off. A great example of stuff like this happening was probably when Gabrielle Giffords was shot, and all these people. I mean, it's like clockwork. It's, oh, I have an axe to grind. Well, now that there are a bunch of dead bodies, I'm going to stand on top of them and start pointing my finger at the people I don't like. And I'm going to blame them for it. I remember, all these people like, oh, it was the lack of civility in politics. Oh, the Tea Party saying horrible, horrible things. Oh, Sarah Palin, how dare you? And I'm just sick of it. Before that, we had, a whole bunch of other shootings and tragedies. We had the Columbine situation where then we had like a bunch of Jesus freaks, talking about that one girl that she said yes. Yeah, she got blown away, didn't she? Yeah. I'm sick of it. And then this always happens. Scapegoats. Scapegoat, scapegoat, scapegoat. That's what they do. They do not think, they scapegoat. Okay? Like right now, it's always about gun control and violence in the media, violence in video games. Well, guess what? Most people in America play violent video games. In fact, I would say most people in the Western world play at least one sort of violent video game given a year. So I'm really tired of people blaming violent video games, and I know I'm going to get flack from some people, but I don't think that guns are the reason for all this violence. The guns are just the tool. And I'm sick and tired of people going, we gotta get rid of guns and we gotta investigate whether violent video games causes. No. We have found out that violent video games do not cause it. It is a bunch of crap. It is just like when people were complaining about comic books, people were complaining about dime novels, if you ever heard about those. And what I found funny is a lot of these grandstanding people in Congress and in our government, these people are complaining about assault weapons. Guess what? If it's a weapon, it is made for assaulting. It is a scare term. And if you want to see another person talking about this, about the fact that, these little terms like weapon of mass destruction and all that, you gotta look up a video. I'm hopefully gonna be able to put a link in. But, oh my god, it just pisses me off. Like, there's this magical, like, arbitrary, fuzzy category that people go, oh, that's an assault weapon, that's okay. So you can have a handgun, and which is actually the weapon of choice for most of these shooters, and that's fine. That's fine. And I would agree, that's fine. And I actually think demonizing handguns is stupid anyway. Maybe we should actually look towards what these people do. Nobody, like, why these people do it, why they have these horrible, horrible plans. They plan these in advance. Nobody ever was going, oh man, I've got to beat the Covenant. Oh man, you know what? Screw this, I'm going to shoot up a school. Nobody does that. Nobody. And if somebody does that, it's not the fault of the video games. It's the fault of the person doing it because they're too crazy. And it's probably also the fault of the stupid parents or the stupid caretakers of these people. The fact that the guy who shot up the Newtown, Connecticut elementary school wasn't locked up for being the crazy guy he was. I mean, then there was Cho Sung-hyu and I'm sure I butchered that name, but who cares? He's a monster, and if there was a hell, I would hope he'd be there at Virginia Tech. And people are like, oh, geez, it was the violent video games. It was the guns. Like the gun is going to like possess their soul. And then they're going to go, yes, I used to be a good person, but now I must shoot and kill. Double kill. You know, it's stupid. And I hate it. I really do. And I'm tired of it. Anybody with an axe to grind. And then the NRA, which, you know, for a while I was kind of getting an impression that maybe they were a decent organization. All of a sudden, they have to go, well, what about violent video games? Oh, then great job, guys. Go full retard. Go, hey, I'm going to make the same logical fallacy that the people who want to ban guns do, and just put it on something else. So we transfer the hatred and the stupidity and the bigotry from one object to another. And it's idiotic, and I can't stand it. And I know I'm probably going on a huge rant here, but I just need to get this off my big, fat, flabby chest. I'm just tired of it. And I know I'm not looking at the camera. I'm not used to this thing, so forgive me. But anyways, yeah, it's great to be back, and there are a lot of reasons why I hadn't posted any videos for a while. One of them was, I found Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, back to the thing. I really think that there is a problem in America with violence, although the violent crime rate has been going down quite steadily for quite some time, so maybe, just maybe, it's manufactured. Remember, if it bleeds, it leads.